Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and join me in welcoming the governor of the great state of Illinois, Governor Pat Quinn.
Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you. Thank you very much. Please be seated, and it really is a special day for Western Illinois University and all of Western Illinois. I flew in at the airport there a few miles away, and it's very special to be here. Every part of our state matters, and I really feel that music and art and theater are very, very important to stir our souls. And it's important in every part of Illinois to have places where people can go, especially our students and those who teach them, to really carry on this tradition in Illinois of loving music, appreciating art, and participating in theater, and all the things that performing arts bring together. And so to build this building, it's going to be $60 million investment now of our state. We did the design, cost about $12 million, a lot of money, but we want to really begin the construction. And that's really why we're gathered here today. We gave the go-ahead to go forward and build the building. And we have all these excellent men and women who are part of our trades. I want to thank them for their commitment to doing things on time, on budget, with great craftsmanship. We should appreciate all of those who have the skill to build a building. And we want to build this building so it lasts not just for one generation, but for many generations. And as President Thomas just said, and I want to thank him for his leadership here at this campus. He's doing a great job. He's succeeded a tough act to follow in Al Goldfarb. I want to thank Al for his great commitment to education, carried on by President Thomas. But we do believe, especially after yesterday, which was Earth Day in our country, but every day should be Earth Day, that we have a duty to take good care of God's air and land and water. And especially as we begin the season of spring, hopefully. We hopefully will have a spring after this winter we've gone through. But, you know, this is a time of planting and making sure we do take good care of God's earth. And so the building we're going to build is going to be what's called LEED certified officially, but it really means it's an energy efficient building that also uses renewable energy wherever possible and engages in water conservation. It's very, very important we always follow those principles in building any building across Illinois, public or private. But in our investment of building this building that we approved really when we got the law passed 5 years ago to begin this process, we said that every public building that we would either remodel or rehab or build anew would have to be done in a sustainable way, in a green way. And so it really is important, I think, for those who come through the doors of this Performing Arts Center, not only to learn and be taught, but also for people in Western Illinois to enjoy what is presented here, that everybody understands that we're doing this in a 21st century way, with excellent craftsmen who know how to build a building, and also with all kinds of people who are committed to making sure that our state is #1 in the country when it comes to sustainability and taking good care of God's green earth. So I think that's important. I also think it's important that we have legislators who go over to our state capitol in Springfield and work hard for this region, are strong voices for Western Illinois. And I do want to personally thank Senator John Sullivan, who over and over again, when the whole issue was being debated 5 years ago, made sure that everybody in Illinois, and especially me, knew how important this Performing Arts Center was. And I want to thank John for his commitment. It was part of a bill that we passed right after the Great Recession hit us, very difficult for our whole country. And in Illinois, back in 2009, it was a tough time. But we decided as a society, really, and we came together and we said it's important not to fold up and go backwards in Illinois. We wanted to invest in public works, things that will last long after we're gone. And that's why this building, this Performing Arts Center of this great university, very special public university. We always have to understand that universities like Western Illinois University are really important because education is not just for the elite, it's for everyone. And we want everyone to have that opportunity to learn. So, and to learn all kinds of subjects. So when we passed the bill, we put in that bill investing in public works like university buildings at Western Illinois University. And I want to thank John for doing that. And someone who's not with us today, I knew him back when the bill was being debated. He passed away, but he was an excellent representative for this region. His widow is here today, Chris Myers, and their daughter, Allison. We want to thank you for your dad and for your husband and for your commitment to learning and for this university. And I also want to thank a good friend of mine, someone who grew up in the same town I did. My mother worked for 33 years at a middle school in Hinsdale, Illinois. Somebody who's from Hinsdale is Kurt Diller, Senator Kurt Diller. I want to thank him for helping us get this day possible. He's a good man, and I think it really underlines how important collaboration and cooperation are to our whole state of Illinois. We may not agree on every issue that comes down the pike, but we do agree that university education is super important for the success of Illinois. And that's why I believe in investing in education. And our budget that I presented a couple of weeks ago puts a significant amount of resources into our four-year public universities, as well as our community colleges. We also believe in scholarships for students who are able to do college work. They get admitted to college, but a lot of our students, they have to have a scholarship in order to afford to go here. And so I think it's important that we maintain our commitment to the monetary assistance program in Illinois. It's a program that's lasted for over a half a century, and I put more money into that program in our budget, $50 million, so more students can get scholarships to our universities. I was looking at the statistics, and Western Illinois University has 3,000 students who receive about $11 million a year in scholarships under our state program. They wouldn't be able to come to school without those scholarships. We want them to come through the doors of the university and start in freshman year and get that diploma when they graduate and go out into the world and change the world. That's really what education is all about. It's the most vital force in our democracy, that we always have well-educated men and women who understand that part of democracy is making the world better. We don't believe in a democracy where everybody stands on the side of the road. It's not a spectator sport. It's something that all of us engage in. And so that's why I wanted to come here today to announce this investment, which it really truly is. It'll pay dividends for years to come. Long after we're gone, folks will say, back in 2014, the people of Illinois, good and true, they decided they were going to invest in something really important for Western Illinois University.